fundamentally, like when you look around this room, you see all these parts, you see all these components, things like that. You want them to work, and you want them to work for a certain period of life. You want them to work in a certain function, in certain environments, whatever. Way back when the American Society of Mechanical Engineers started to develop standards for drawings, and one of the things that they realized was when you design new components, there are standards that are put in place to ensure that those components work well with each other, right? And so the whole concept came from way back when Samuel Colt came in, and really there are other folks in Connecticut. All the stuff was invented in Connecticut, by the way. But like interchangeable parts was a huge step change in manufacturing. And what it allowed you to do was take one part off of, from one area and put it together with another part, and they'll work together. And you can just grab any of one of them and put them together, and that was huge. The way that that happens is because you have toleranced parts, meaning that in order for part A to fit with part B, you have to achieve a certain level of precision so that those two go together beautifully. And there are some parts where they are called like slip fits, where is it extremely tightly toleranced because you want to make sure that those two slip together like a glove. But then there are others where they just have to get bolted together, so you just want to be close. And so a great example is like in bridge building. A bridge building tolerance might be like, within an inch. Right? On a bridge, that's a lot. That's pretty small when you think about it. But in our world, you might have to have something that's so tightly tolerant for the part to function. It could be as small as like 50 millionths of an inch, which is like a grain of pollen. It's really, you can't see it except under an electron microscope. And so that stuff, and it drives you to crazy measuring techniques and things like that. But what it's doing is the reason you're tolerancing your parts is to make sure everything fits together when it all goes together. And so.